So I guess I will warn you in advance that I know that the system that I'm using to record right now is, shall we say, compromised, and that the audio that you're hearing is probably going to be deprecated by some nefarious individuals who have sort of hacked into my system. But I'm using it anyway. And I want to talk about something that's sort of getting under the radar, I think. And there's this saying that the revolution won't be televised. And so there's this sort of strategy that the people who are in charge or control of the video and audio streams that we have access to have as a sort of strategy that they machinate and change and spin what is real to try to confuse people. And not a lot of people know, or maybe they're just not remembering, that the Boston Tea Party was a false flag operation. The people who did the Boston Tea Party dressed up as Indians. The Native Americans were blamed originally for the Boston Tea Party. And I'm thinking about September 11th and not being one to advocate the sort of violence, the sort of destruction that happened on that day, sort of regardless of its intent. It strikes me that so many people still aren't realizing that the people who are quote unquote in power, the people who want the power, want the control, believe for some crazy reason that they can control things, or that they are responsible enough or have enough vision for this control, use the sort of tactics that they use in order to accomplish the illusion of control. This boggles my mind because it's illogical, it's irrational. The US Marine Corps has a slogan: God, Country, Corps. You don't go into battle if you're going into battle against God. You're going to lose. And why would you want to do something that would go against your country, against your own people? Also a fail situation. But the people who have been brainwashed by these media by these vested interests in controlling the information stream, have people believing all sorts of insane things and missing the point on most of the big news stories. And so when you see a bunch of oil spilling into the Gulf of Mexico and another bunch of oil potentially in Venezuela, another oil rig that has been sunk, what do you think about that? Who's really responsible? Do you think that the British are really responsible for dumping the tea in the harbor? Or dumping the oil in the Gulf? Did I say that out loud? I think people are missing the point. I think the question is really, are the people who are responsible dressing like the old terrorists with the towel on their head? Or are they dressing like the new terrorists with the American flag on their head? And are they really terrorists